Is America's ex-wife ready? Are we ready to see her in a love triangle? This video is made with a grain of salt considering the source, but I figured it'd just be fun to rile some people up, make a Brie Larson video, see where it goes from there, because we're going to talk today about America's ex-wife and a possible love triangle. Well, it's a day that ends in Y, which means if there's Captain Marvel news, you can find it here. This is from We Got This Covered, and before you hit the unsubscribe button to my channel because I'm doing an article on We Got This Covered, I had to do a video on this because, number one, it's about Brie Larson. Blech.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
And then Marvel. Captain Marvel will reportedly be in a love triangle with spoilers in the MCU. This is Wilbur Tazo Lambert from 4 days ago. This was worth covering, my friends, because we got this covered. 2019 saw the Marvel Cinematic Universe suffer the most tragic losses it's ever seen, and most likely will ever see. We're obviously talking about Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, collectively known as the Defenders. Each hero had their own series, and while some were more popular than others, all of them provided solid entertainment, which is a testament to the quality of Marvel's partnership with Netflix. Unfortunately, though, each of them had any hope of another season. I'm in the process of watching Daredevil right now, and I will say this: Kevin Feige is a complete moron, and his sheer hubris will really burn him for not bringing back Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock and Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk and the rest of the cast of that show, Foggy Nelson, because they have such a great dynamic and such great chemistry on that show that this just shows how stupid Marvel really is. And all of you MCU stans out there can go ahead and tout Kevin Feige for being a genius, but at the same time, he's an idiot because he has all this laid out. You need to bring in John Bernthal's The Punisher. You need to, because he is the Punisher. You know, the actor that played Luke Cage, same thing. Jessica Jones, I don't give a shit about Jessica Jones. I'm going to be honest with you. I could care less about Jessica Jones. Her character's stupid, all right? I don't care. I never read the comics. I don't care about Jessica Jones. I've read Punisher books. I've read Daredevil, and definitely read Luke Cage. And one of my favorite Luke Cages is the crossover with the Punisher, so yeah. But yeah, man, they're really dropping the ball if they recast these. Let's go on. Unfortunately, though, each of them had any hope of another season snapped out of existence thanks to Disney Plus, which led to their cancellations a couple of years ago as the Mouse Hut cut ties with Netflix in preparation for the launch of their own streaming service. That doesn't necessarily mean we won't be seeing the Defenders anymore. Far from it, in fact. We already know that Kevin Feige and co. have plans to bring them into the MCU, and while questions still remain in regards to which of the original actors will return and which roles will be recast, we now know that we can expect things to get a little bit spicy between Jones, Cage, and an unexpected third hero who's already well established in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I wonder who that could be. According to the sources close to We Got This Covered, the same ones who told us Ahsoka Tano will cameo in The Mandalorian. Disney is remaking Bambi, and Karen Gillan is being eyed for Pirates of the Caribbean 6. All of which we now know to be true. A love triangle will apparently brew between the Defenders alumni and Captain Marvel.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him.
How about new? Who will reportedly be chasing Jessica Jones with Luke Cage as her rival.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.
When their next scene in the MCU, the private detective and hero,
Noble warrior heroes,
formerly known as Jewel, meanwhile will reciprocate both parties' feelings, further stoking the drama and confirming that she is bisexual. Oh, God, because the most important thing for these characters is who they're sleeping with, not how well they're written. At least that's the plan right now. Though given how far out the MCU debuts of Jessica and Luke are, things can always change. With that said, this love triangle would definitely be somewhat consistent with the comic book canon, as Cage and Jones were married in 2006's New Avenger Annual Volume 1. Carol Danvers, then still under the alias Miss Marvel, didn't intervene, but was still present at the reception.
Gay!
Is this something you'd like to see play out in the MCU between Cat Pan Mediocre, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones? Or do you have no interest in watching this love triangle for him? Let us know in the usual place down below.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
This is a typical We Got This Covered article. I just thought it was funny because Captain Marvel just stirs up the idiots and the trolls on my channel.
Thank you!
To see her in a love triangle with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, like really, who cares? But nobody gives a shit about Captain Marvel. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's take this thing home. Here's where you can find us all across social media at TV2BR on Instagram, the Place to Be Reviews page on Facebook, the official Place to Be Reviews fan page, that's our private group, at the Place to Be RE1, at N80 Pete on Twitter, past podcast available on Anchor, iTunes, and Spotify, and now the Place to Be Reviews on Discord. You can also email us if you're old-fashioned, okay boomer, at theplacetobereviews@mail.com, the world's best mail. Thank you very much. Also, on the way out, don't forget to bitch slap that like button. Do me that big solid, would ya? Yeah, I think you can do that. Also, hail the Fandom Menace. Hail to thee, my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Help us grow the channel. Hail the Fandom Collective, a group which we are proud members of now. We'll be working with them on a lot of collaborations in the near future. And I'd like to personally thank you all for joining the Place to Be Reviews. That's right, I'm Etepakuian of the Place to Be Reviews right here with all yous. Remember, if I don't see you, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.